Hello, everyone. So, welcome. I'm actually just checking something out here. I don't know what I'm checking out, though, to be honest. Okay. Anyway, hi, everyone. It's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for joining this meditation Monday / Vagrein channeling hybrid, because I'm actually not sure what's going to be coming through today. Last week, if you were here, I hope you got to see the replay. If you weren't, we had a meditation Monday that was actually turned into a Vagrein channeling, I think, on control. Today, we're having something similar. So, what I'm going to do is I'll start off leading you guys into meditation. Then I'm going to allow myself to go into a trance state, and I hope everyone can hear me, and I hope it's working, to go into a trance state and go into a space of meditation myself. I think then probably Vagrein will take over and do a little bit of whatever they're doing. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was checking if I have a session after this. I do. I have one right on top of this afterwards. Okay, so I have to be aware of that. And then after Vagrein takes over, we'll see what gets transmitted. We'll all have that beautiful download together, and then either they'll let me out of trance or they'll lead you guys out of the meditation. So I'd just love for you to settle into your space, settle into your seat, and join me for this amazing transmission. Hi, Ale. Hi, Emma. Hi to everyone who's joined in. I think we're going to get started absolutely right away. So I'd love for you to close your eyes, get comfortable, really comfortable. Let's focus on the energy of comfortable. And, everyone has little ouches in their bodies, their physical bodies, some area of tightness, some area of discomfort. And in order to get comfortable, if discomfort arises, I want you to just go over to that part of you. For me, for example, maybe there's a little tightness in the jaw / sinuses area of my face, little dryness in my mouth, and I'm just going to say to those parts of myself, it's okay. It's okay. And in that, saying to the part of you that's not 100% comfortable, that it's okay to not be comfortable. Just gets a little bit more cozy, a little bit more fluffed up pillows of your isness. So we'll do a scan from the top of the head down, checking in for where we can feel the energy of comfort and anywhere that needs us to tell it it's okay. So your head and your face, the roof of your mouth, the back of your throat, your neck, shoulders, chest, lungs, spine, the skin 1 inch left of your belly button, scanning down, arms like overcooked spaghetti, relaxed and heavy. Your seat completely grounded to the chair or the floor. It's okay. And your legs, so relaxed and heavy. And anywhere they're not, it's okay. This is a compassion scan. It's okay. And breathe in deeply and sighing it out. Okay. I'm going to invite Vagrein to join us now and take over, and I'm going to bask in this comfort that we've created for ourselves. Good now. You are safe, both in any discomfort as comfort. They are equal. You have preference, yes, for one over the other. We would go so far as to say holding this preference too tightly is foolish. Because both have their virtue. Both have their purpose. Without one or the other, you could not have the experiences you have. A state of pure comfort is non-physical. That you would never again hear the giggle of a child or feel the shivers up your spine as your lover touches your breast. These sensations and the emotions they trigger are uncomfortable. You have decided they are pleasurable. You have decided that they have benefit, and so you do not mind them, but they are not your state of comfort. And discomfort on its own is distracting. As you know, if there's chronic pain or there is some state of hunger, that too is too much. You would not be able to shine your light, share your gifts, unless you had trained yourself very well to do so. This is possible, but it is not probable. But luckily, you have a system that finds a happy medium. For in a case where your entire body was aching, you would not know what your knee was trying to tell you. In a case where your entire body was comfortable, you would not know what the next step would be in your human form. These signals, these notifications, are simply information. It is you who adds the negative quality to it in the case of discomfort, or the positive quality to it in the case of comfort. Both are neutral, both are neither. If every time you had discomfort in your life, you saw it as an opportunity, you would be thrilled when it arises. This is by chance. This is my calling. This is my next challenge. If you listened to your discomforts, not to what you think they are saying, but to them themselves, what they are pointing to, your acceleration would be benefited to the velocity that it is asking, that it believes you are capable of. But again, it is okay. There's no need to do anything. Come back to your body. See if there was one spot that was not feeling good. It is okay. And if you stay with it, it is whispering something to you. Perhaps that is shift in your seat. Perhaps that is call the doctor. Perhaps that is move to another place. Work less. Change relationship. There are whispers from your discomfort. And two, from your comfort. Every spot in your beingness that feels at ease and at peace is saying to you, that secret of the universe, that for some reason you are choosing a lot of the times not to hear, and that is all is well. All is well. All's well. We know that word is not used in your slang as much as it once was. The question is, can you be with your discomfort without judging it? Can you be with your comfort without judging it? We would say yes, because the judgment in itself has no value. We would augur that you would say yes, because the judgment does not serve. No matter how negative you perceive of your discomfort, it does not save you from it. It only causes more resistance to it. Causes more cumulative discomfort. Now, not only was your knee hurting, but you are thinking about all the things that you cannot do. You are thinking about all the problems that it is causing you. You are thinking about the future. You are regretting the past. And all along, your knee has great wisdom. Or your heartache. Your anxiety. Emotions are very uncomfortable for you. Perhaps more so than the physical ailments. Can you say to yourself, it is okay to be sad? It is okay to be nervous. It is okay to want to jump up and run out of this room. Can it be okay to be living in that balance between comfort and discomfort? That is the sweet spot. As you know, if you are too comfortable, you fall asleep. This is not only on your physical level, but also as a civilization, as a culture. Your priorities shift. If you are too uncomfortable, you are in a state of survival. Where is that sweet spot? Where's the wisdom of how to be and what to be with and what to change and what to alter? The good news is you, from a mental perspective, need do nothing. This wisdom is already within your system. It is already within you. So the advice that you had at the beginning of this was correct. What if you could simply say, it's okay? What if in every now moment, it's okay? It's all right. It's perfect. Exactly as it is. What if there's nothing for you to change? Unless change is naturally flying through you. What if there's nothing for you to do unless action is occurring? nothing to calculate or figure out, unless the answers are already rolling off your tongue. It can be like that. You can live like that. But as we, in this now moment, are choosing with you to give ourselves some comfort for this day, let us put aside for now. It will be there by itself. It's not going anywhere. Your focus on discomfort, allow it to relax, release. Do not need to look at that, just for now. And let us dive completely into that energy of comfort. The space of a cloud. That fluffiness. Expansive white. Light. Where your physical body does dissolve into the all that is. Temperature in the room around you is perfect. The sound is holistic. The color behind your eyelids feels like home. Can lay back deeply into this energy. So I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and let it go. And in again. Let it go. One last time. You can start coming out of the meditation, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Let your eyelids open very gently, very slowly. And come back to the space. To our space together. So hello, everyone. That was a bit surprising to me because Vagrein left. They came in. I expected that. I expected that they would come in after I started the meditation. They let me know about that. I didn't expect them to leave as quickly or suddenly as they did, and that was really interesting. That's the first time I experienced that, where it's almost like I'm handed the wheel right in the middle of the driving, as opposed to, normally they'll just like stop the car and they're gone. Yeah, Tegan, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it was normally they're like they'll say goodbye, but they did something very different this time. And I don't, it's not normally in transmissions when they're only working with me, they don't do the Live a Thousand Suns bit. Um, that's not super unusual, but it was unusual for them to be like, okay, now you drive. and, and that was a surprise for me, but I expect that's just a new playfulness where they'll pop back and forth. Um, so that was like a hybrid of a meditation and a transmission. I felt I was in a meditative state for it. I do remember and recall a part of it with like clouds, and like literally they were talking about actual clouds, sort of like leaning into something that feels the way we think clouds would feel and allowing comfort to come through. They were also emphasizing and underlining the importance of discomfort, to not take that for granted. That's an important aspect of our experiencing. And it's funny. I don't know if it's funny. It's just a story I'm going to share with you. So I used to have, I'm going to say used to have, an autoimmune disease that caused a lot of pain, and I had very swollen hands all the time, very swollen knees all the time, a lot of fatigue, a lot of lethargy, and like doctors saying like, oh yeah, you'll probably be paralyzed or whatever. And wasn't pleasant. And when my daughter was born, even though it was late into the what do you call it, delivery, I finally had an epidural. They said you have to have it because you won't, make it through the birth because you're too exhausted. I think it was like 36 hours at this point of labor. And they gave me an epidural. And it was the first time, I think, in something, I don't know how old I was when she was born, in like 14 years or something, where I felt any comfort whatsoever. Because my body was in a constant state of discomfort. But because I had that constant state of discomfort, and I didn't have the contrast with like, oh, this part of me is comfortable and this isn't comfortable, I had become so accustomed to the discomfort that the foreign energy was the comfortable energy. And it was like, when can I next have an epidural, just for like relief, just for fun, because I'd gotten so accustomed to being in pain that it wasn't even pain anymore. So it didn't have the same value as it had when, like, maybe people have discomfort that they're very aware of, has it's more poignant. And then eventually, I worked through everything that was manifesting that autoimmune disease, and now I would consider that to be completely in remission, or remission isn't even the right word. It just doesn't exist. It's not in the field anymore. But that's a very clear memory for me, that comfort is actually an energy, and it's actually the energy that's the absence of discomfort, and discomfort is the activating energy, and that has the energy behind it. Comfort is like passive, and discomfort is powerful. Not because it's powerful, it takes us over, but because it's giving us power. It gives us the power for change. It gives us the power for action. And so now, whether it's physical pain or it's circumstantial situations, when I can acknowledge that I'm uncomfortable, or that there's something that I feel is off, or there's an emotion that's showing me something, it's actually there that, like, the fruit of expansion is existing. Now, I also know that we're evolving into a space where that's hopefully not the case anymore. Hopefully, at some point, we'll get to a point where we're like as peaceful and as in peace with all that is as universe sees it, and we won't desire discomfort anymore to motivate us. We'll be able to auto motivate ourselves from that state of peace. I do think the step before that, however, and I think that that's what Vagrein was trying to share a little bit, or what was part of this transmission, is that the step before that is the being of peace with the discomfort, while acknowledging its value and while allowing oneself to act on desire and preference within the information that it's giving to you, which is huge. That's a huge endeavor. Okay. That's a huge endeavor. That is that balance between aligned action and being at peace with everything. And that is one of, to me at least, in this phase of my journeying, one of the most exciting possibilities to take on, to play with, to experiment with. And so, yeah, maybe you got a taste of that, and that definitely being a huge part of my theme. How does one stay in discomfort and take aligned action and be at peace and be comfortable with the discomfort, but without it being a compromise and without it being a renunciation and without it being a surrender in the ways of giving up, but a surrender to the power that that's giving us. And now I'm kind of like preaching. So enough from me for today. I'm starving. It's 12:27 and I forgot to eat this morning. I got so busy. So I'm going to go eat something, ground myself back into human energy, and leave all of you guys with the light and the love of 1,000 suns that Vagrein didn't leave you with. And no, and in this transmission, they were talking about the word swell. Didn't they say all swell, all swell, all swell? And then they, swell. So I think we should bring swell back into to vocabulary with the intention of, when I say it's swell, that's swell, all is well, because that's super funny. And I think we should totally bring that back. So light workers everywhere, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I want you to insert the word swell into at least 3 conversations every day from now on, just for fun. And know that basically all is well is the meaning of a 9-9, which is their salutation at the end of sessions. There's a little bit more depth into that because they don't even think that the term all is well includes enough of the wellness that all is well should include. So that's part of what they've explained about that term in the past. But yes, a 9-9 to all of you, and have a absolutely wonderful week. I won't be here next week. I won't be here the week after either, I believe, because gosh, that's the Vagrein retreat. So we are not going to have no, that's not true. I might be here the one after the 17th. No, I don't know. Anyway, I'll let you guys know. Sorry for my not knowing what's going on. Have an amazing week, and I'm sending all my love to you. Bye-bye.